And now, introducing the new Sneaky Gman store on SD. All you got to do, go on to SD, type in Sneaky Gman store, and you could get your very own Are You My Malacca shirt, Samsung cell phone case, or just a cap or a beanie. Let's go Giants. Ow. Hey guys, I appreciate you wanting to enjoy the show. First, I got to give a couple shout outs. First off, I want to give a shout out to dresscomfy.com. She has the latest and greatest for Sneaky G-Man merch. So please, check it out, dresscomfy.com. Also want to give a shout out to 3 a.m. Water Hydration for the go-getters. Natural spring water. Go get it. Now let's go do the damn thing. Before we do the damn thing, I got to give a shout out to George's Trophies, aka Sergeant M replica trophies. Guys, Father's Day coming up soon. This is the perfect gift. Matter of fact, this is the perfect gift for any occasion. I mean, who wouldn't want a replica Super Bowl trophy of their team? The team that got the ultimate prize, the Lombardi Trophy. So when you get a chance, go to his Facebook page, George's Trophies, aka Sergeant M's replica trophies. Now we gonna do the damn thing.
You're listening to Make It Count, the Sneaky G podcast on Northeast Streaming Sports.
Is this thing on?
It's your boy Stefan, a.k.a. Sneaky.
Yeah. Lyrical assassin.
Let's go, Giants. Ow! What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Stefan, a.k.a. Sneaky G. But what is up, people? How you do? How you be? It's your boy Sneaky G. Bars. What? I'm not a rapper. We got a lot to talk about. I got a backstage full of people, and we just gonna set it off. That's all we gonna do. I'm just gonna start clickety clack, bringing people in. We just gonna let it do what it do.
You got two screens on, bro.
Huh?
You got two screens.
2 screens.
Yeah, it's like a small one on the left and then the main one on the right.
Sorry about it's because of this new StreamYard with the vertical thing.
You know, right? Okay, like
whatever
that, right?
You do, don't unmute that screen because it'll be a bad echo.
Right. Okay. Do you still see it?
I see it, but we don't hear it.
Yeah, I don't hear the echo anymore.
How do I get rid of that new screen though?
I mean, it's always better with 2 of me, so I'm all right with it.
See, on mine, I only see the 1. So, like, okay, when I do this, do you guys see anything? Is the screen still there?
Yeah.
How do I get rid of it?
You might not be able to. I don't know. It's a new feature.
Well, that's lame.
I have purposely avoided it till I mastered it.
It's not. It's only on StreamYard though, so that's not what the people see. So
Yeah,
you should be good.
Oh, okay. So you guys see it, but other people don't see it.
Yeah, no, we're good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, for those who may not be wondering what we're talking about, StreamYard made a new feature, which is what most people use for streaming. There's a vertical format and a landscape format, so that way different platforms can show it different ways, or both potentially.
Right.
Wait. Hold on. Make sure I'm trying to get everybody in here. Okay. Smooth. I see you trying to get in here. When you wait. Oh no, Smooth, you right there.
Yes, it's like it's buffering or the connection.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, when you fully come on, I'll slide you in. Okay.
What's going on, G?
I had to bring on that dude. I had to.
Hi.
That's dude.
Boricua.
Say.
Let me. Okay. All right.
Why
We're
am
gonna
I?
talk about the elephant in the room.
Someone
we are.
left the show already.
We're gonna talk about the elephant in the room before we get to that. The New York Football Giants. Oh wait, hold on. I gotta use the future that I like. I'm gonna be okay. The New York Football Giants lost another one. I feel like DJ Khaled. And I'm trying to find
Another one.
We lost. This is the fourth game?
Number 4
that we've lost when leading. Okay, it dates back to the Dallas Cowboys. We were leading 34-37, loss. We were spanking the Saints 14-3 in the second quarter. Yeah, that changed. Lost. We're not even going to talk about the Broncos game. Not pass, lost. And of course the Bears. Okay.
The Bears.
So here we are.
Beat me to it, Drew.
Here we are.
We're supposed to do in unison.
We'll have to work.
Bears.
And in this loss, I mean, for my close-up, Miss DeVille, in this loss, Jaxon Dart, concussion protocol.
Again,
of course. And of course, we lost our coach. He got fired. Okay.
No, we didn't lose him. We knew where he was.
Yeah, we knew it was going to happen. We knew it was going to happen.
Drew, back it up a little.
Close-ups. I thought we're doing close-ups. You said.
There you go. You got the close-up in there. All right, there we go. All right, Smooth. I see you.
Ooh.
No.
Do you know, Nicky, that Sunday against the Bears made the fourth time that we blew a fourth quarter lead when we had 10 or more points?
Yeah.
You may know that.
Yeah. Yeah, I do. So the three things I want to talk about today, I do have a little agenda. Obviously, it's the loss, and then it's Dart getting another concussion, and of course the firing of our head coach. I think we need to address the third one first because
Former head coach.
Former head coach, yes, our former head coach. So Daboll, we all know, got the axe. Okay. And I said it on TikTok. On a personal side.
Sneaky, real quick.
Okay.
I just want you to be aware of what you're doing right now. You have a bunch of let's just say dogs at the cage right now, and you're slow walking this thing. And we ready to get into this.
Yeah. I know. Let me get this out.
Do your thing.
And you will get your close up, TP. I promise.
Don't do me. Dear God, don't do me, Sneaky.
Oh yeah, Corbin, you definitely with that. You better your mama get some gel for that hair. Okay. On a personal side, I'm gonna miss Coach.
Oh shit.
Because I'm serious. He was personable, he was approachable, he engaged the fans. And as a diehard fan, I appreciated that. Okay.
More importantly, though, he's a loser.
Now, now the business side, that's where I'm like, a change got to be made. So, all right, TP, you go first. You go first. Go ahead. What you got?
Like Ann said, most important, he's a loser. But I mean, look, I'm not gonna sit here and act like I'm a Mr. guy. I will. I'll tell you one thing though. I do miss 2022. Like this is my whole perspective, right? Once once somebody's work is done, once somebody's work is finished, I think that's the time to like reflect on whatever it is that they have done, right? Because I always look at it like this. No matter if you like it, no matter if you love it, whatever your opinion is, there are certain things that happen that can never be erased from New York Giant history. And one thing that is forever going to be a memory of mine is 2022. It was an exciting year for me. I had a lot of fun that year, and Coach Daboll brought us that. Now, granted, whatever that means for anybody, that's neither here or there. But that is something that can never be taken away from the New York Giants, and that's something that can never be taken away from Coach Daboll, you know, being the coach of the year that year. Now, with that also being said,
how about I say but?
What Ray Charles said, hit the road, Jack. Like, don't you come back no more is the mood that I'm on. Like, come on, man. Let's not sit here and just act like we got to fake just miss the guy because he's been here for some time. No, I don't miss the dreadful experiences that I've had watching this team. Like, I don't miss that. I don't miss blowing fourth quarter leads. I don't miss that. I don't miss the fake ass, the fake angry shit when you doing this air pump. I don't miss that. I'm sorry. I'm looking forward to getting somebody in here that is going to be a culture shifter. I'm looking forward to that. So it's hard for me to miss that when I am focused on that. And I say that respectfully, you know, disrespectfully, however you want to take it.
Anybody else want to add on that?
Yeah, I'd like to say that I'm not. We've seen enough. All right, I mean, we've seen enough. I mean, seriously, what has he done? He's done the same thing every year outside of the outlier of 2022.
Right. I'll tell you what he's done. He's outlived his contract more than the last, 3 or 4 guys that was in front of him. I mean, he got 3.5 out of his 4 years. That's a lot, especially for us.
Well, I mean,
do you know what that says about our? Do you know what that says about our franchise? Though I only hear some, but I can't the right guy.
Daryl, you breaking up a little bit, bro.
No, you sound
Daryl.
like
Domo Origato, Mr. Roboto.
Yeah.
I just want to ask. I do want to ask: Is there anybody who feels the opposite? Anybody who does miss him? I mean, outside of Sneaky, of course, but we know.
Well,
Sneaky's an outlier.
Look. First off, hold on. Pause. Hold on. I said I'm gonna miss the guy on a personal side, right? But
you ain't know him.
But look. Talk show said nope. I ain't gonna nope. Look. All I'm saying is, look, on the personal side of the house. No, I don't know. No, we didn't drink beers. We didn't smoke a cigar. I wish I did.
Cigar.
But at the same time, you know, he was good to the fans, and not everybody in the NFL.
How was he good to the fans, Sneaky? All he said was, "Oh yeah, we got to do better. We got to go back and look at the film. We're going to do better." That's all he said.
All I'm saying. Okay, listen, hold on. And I'll stay on this hill. I ain't backing down. I'll stay on this hill. With Coach, every time I went to a spring training or he came to Dallas, he was extremely approachable. Okay? And I'm saying that on a personal level. But yes, there is a business side. And look, you got Mark saying, look at the film. Okay. Look,
he must have gave you that if Sneaky because you was drunk when you met him.
On the business side of the house, a change had to be made. And for me to say that, there is no change. I mean, I'll be blowing smoke up everybody's ass right now, and I'll be honest about that.
Hey, is StreamYard making you do the this right here? Like
No, I'm doing this. I'm doing.
Oh, okay. I like
Yeah.
seeing everybody's reaction to everything. I don't know. Maybe I'm weird like that. But
keep that camera off me, man.
No, I like it too, actually.
Huh?
Seeing everybody's reaction, I like.
Yeah, me too.
And then Corbin over there looking.
Hold on, Drew. Why is Drew looking like Batman?
Looking like a Smurf right now.
Looks like one of the Lost Boys.
What the? Oh, we got like an echo too. What the hell?
Oh God,
This is a mess.
Okay, I don't know.
Sounded good and you muted. That's who it was.
Streaming on, you gotta step your game up.
Does somebody have YouTube on in the back? Maybe
That's what it is. Somebody's got it on.
Yeah, somebody has
probably.
I don't think it's that point blank. Brian Daboll, let's be honest, was not a good head coach. Like, I'm not trying to kick the man while he's down, but that's my whole thing. Is he just wasn't a good head coach. I still question if he's even a good coordinator, to be honest, because his record outside of Josh Allen was nothing impressive whatsoever. But in the end, he gave us a nice run in 2022. He gave us Jaxon Dart because he was the one kicking and screaming to make sure they drafted him at that point. So I'm going to thank him for his time. Thank him for the effort he put in. I do think he tried, and I think he cared about the results. But in the end, it just didn't work out. I don't want to kick the man while he's down. He's down.
Yeah.
He lost the job, and we got to understand the human aspects of this as well to a certain degree.
Yeah, it's true.
This man just lost a job, and he might never get a job like that ever again in his life.
I think he
Well,
will.
this is where I stand on that, and I completely agree with you, Drew. I completely agree with you. I'm not going like I didn't take this time even on my channel. I wasn't like, oh, this is the time to, celebrate and do all the extra antics, right?
Oh, I did it yesterday. Don't get me wrong. Like, I'm a hypocrite.
No, but
I'm just saying. I feel like you have that reaction in the moment when it happened, but I think now we got to also recognize and go into the human aspect of this as well and say, you know what? It's almost like a bad relationship when it ends. It wasn't meant to be. Let's move on.
But listen, what I'm saying is this. Hold on. What I'm saying is this. Like me personally, I'm only speaking for me. I didn't feel like, I didn't feel like that was for me the move to do, right? I've already said what I needed to say. And I'm not gonna get like overly disrespectful with it. I don't ever call people out their names and things like that. That's not like my MO. But I will say I'm not gonna refrain myself from actually talking about, what has happened. And I'm also not gonna sit here and just play the violin. Like, yeah, okay, like he's in a lot better position than a lot of people that I know who loses their job. I'm gonna just say that.
My thing is this:
Can we keep it real?
That last game, he knew that last game. He knew that last quarter when they were starting. When they came back and they scored that last touchdown, you can see the difference on the look in his face from halftime to that point. He knew his job was done.
Because he knew they were about
Philadelphia and ran to the test.
Now let me ask this one question.
I don't think you should have went first.
Okay, let me ask this question, right? This is the problem I had. When they had that legal procedure after we kicked the field goal.
12 men on the field.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, too many people on the field. He could have accepted that, and that would have been a first down?
No.
No.
But it would have been half.
But we would have to redo the down.
We would have been a step away from the touchdown.
Yeah. Right.
No, that wasn't a first down. You can't have a first down after that.
Well, I'm saying like
but he's thinking some penalties are an automatic first down. That's why he's asking the question.
Yeah, that's the only reason I'm asking the question.
I get
Not that one.
But
you know what, too? Here's why that play was such a bad look on him. Because later in the game, probably a series or two later, he goes for it on 4th and 6, but he won't go on 4th and a half a foot, knowing even if they don't get it, they got to drive the whole length of the field. Not that they wouldn't have done it the way our defense played in that fourth quarter. But you're sitting there and you got a shot. You at least got a shot of stopping these guys. It just didn't make no sense. That, to me, right there, is what cost him his job. Now, I mean, everything else has to go in it, but that was the straw that broke the camel's back to me.
Okay.
I'm in the minority. I don't care he made the move. That was a smart move.
Casey,
What,
go
the-
ahead.
Oh
I know
my
I stopped you. Go ahead. What you got?
I got two things. One, let's keep in mind that this whole Brian Daboll thing was an experiment. He had no head coaching experience.
True.
He barely had any coordinator experience. It was an experiment. It did not go well. I'm not mad at him going for the field goal, but at the end of the day, when you look at it, you have to understand he had no faith in his offense and he has no faith in his defense. He was a dead man walking at that point. Like, you can't have no faith in any of your in either one of your offense or defense. You can't.
All right, so we're definitely going to have our first argument of the day. So Drew, go ahead, man, and also
one thing I just want to clarify real quick: he had a lot of experience actually as a coordinator. He's been a coordinator for Cleveland, Miami, Kansas City, Buffalo, and Alabama. So he does have a lot of experience as far as that part. But as far as my issues with the field goal thing or lack of issues, at that point, there's 6.5 minutes left. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong on that, but 6.5 minutes left.
You're right. I think you're right.
So,
yeah.
By getting that field goal, you're up by more than a score.
Yeah.
You guaranteed yourself to be up by more than one score, meaning that the defense can give up a touchdown and you're still perfectly fine.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
A safe way of playing. I have no problem with that. My issue is that, again, they let the defense fall apart and let everybody just run up and down the field on them all day long, which is an issue with the coaching on defense, which is why Shane Bowen also should be gone, but give it a couple weeks, that'll happen.
Bowen should have been the first one out the door.
It's Brian Daboll's job to say, listen, we've had this happen multiple times. What's the game plan to stop this from ever happening again? And either he didn't have the game plan talk with Shane Bowen or the game plan didn't work. Either one of them is a fireable offense at this point.
Smooth. Well, what's up, man? I just want to hear from you. What you got?
He said he was having problems with his mic.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think he's typing.
Can we
it was time.
About this?
There he goes.
Can we talk about
I've been the main one out here. Not the main one. I've been one of them out here campaigning for Daboll, so I can't hide from it. But when it's over, it's over.
How dare you do that?
2-8 for 3 years. You get some offensive production from Dart that he put in, but to me, when you stuck Dart in that game, it was the ball was in your court. Now we could take it to the 4 games. It was just more than the 4 games. But if you win those 4 games, you're 6-2, and it's a totally different conversation right now. So once he made that decision, it was all on him, and he had opportunity after opportunity after opportunity to nail his job in the coffin, and he would have a job right now. But hey, it is what it is. When you got to change course, you change course. When new evidence presents himself, you take it and you present it to the court, and that's what happened. This is not the Charger game. That seemed like ages ago, so you can't make any excuses on it no more. It is what it is. So appreciate Dart, but the change is the change. Now, I know we're going to probably get to that, but now we get to if Joe Schoen and everybody else is there and you fire Daboll, how does that go? That's a whole nother conversation, but Daboll had to go. It's as simple as that.
Now, if you keep the regime in the front office and you keep Shane, you will remain.
Can we not fast forward? Can we not fast forward?
Yeah.
Please, I want to stick to this point.
Before we go any forward, I need to address some of these comments on the chat. I appreciate you guys. Let's see. I don't know. I wish I knew your name. I hate to say Talk Show Live and Adventures. Says I like to know all you picks you want
for next head coach.
We
John Gruden, but he doesn't think it's possible because the lawsuit with the NFL.
Get John Gruden away from this football team.
I know Daryl. Wants John Gruden. I
don't care if it's a lawsuit or not. He can stay where he at on YouTube and Barstool.
Hey, Sneaky. Before I know you want to get into this point, but I did want to talk about the whole 4th and 1 thing because I had a difference.
Go ahead.
Of opinion on that.
Go ahead.
I don't see. I'm actually surprised hearing y'all say that he should have kicked the field goal there. Like
he should have.
The goal line TP after the penalty.
Mad at for making a decision.
I'm not saying should. I'm saying I understood the idea of it, and I'm not mad at it. Either way, I can see, because in the end, do you really trust Russell Wilson to gain 1 inch, let alone a half a yard?
Yeah, and that's where my issue comes in, because we're painting this picture like Russell Wilson is just like more trash than what he is, and people did the same thing with Daniel Jones. Like I can't stand that. It's 1 yard. You can accidentally get 1 yard. You can be mediocre at the tush push and get 1 yard. You could fall forward and get one. Like, it's 1 yard. Especially on top of that, you are a 2-8 team. There is no reason or excuse why you should be playing safe. Play with some balls. Play like you want to win. Like, that's not New York Giant football to me. That's not the New York Giant style of things that I was when I first became a fan that I was entered to knowing. To me, that's scary, that's soft, and that is the display of you just trying to survive versus you wanting to win.
Let's say he didn't trust his offense.
Yeah. But I'm tired of that. But that's my point with Coach Daboll. I'm tired of that with him, man. Yeah. Anytime that Jaxon Dart is not on the field, he don't trust a damn thing.
Right.
Well, and that's where you can wake up. He gone.
Well, also too, real quick. And I didn't want to address this, but you know what? I'll say.
I hate agreeing with TP just for entertainment purposes. But right now, when you on the 1 yard line and you know you don't have your quarterback, he's out the game. I could see if it was vice versa, but he was out the game. You know you got to get a touchdown to seal that deal. Mm-hmm. And to me, is the only thing you can do is find a way to run Jaxon Dart in the end zone. That's the only scheme you could come with it. To me, after that, I was done. Yeah. Because there's no reason why at the 1 yard line you can't figure out any type of scheme play to get in the end zone. Because if you get in the end zone, to me the game's over. Right. Well, no, it don't matter what they do. And to me, that was the last straw.
Let's not forget though, when Russ tried to score that touchdown, who's on the side with Luminor? Luminor and who else?
Oh,
who's the guard? Because they were double.
Is that Runyon? Isn't that Van Roden?
Isn't that Runyon?
They gave up on the play. They did not hold their blocks until.
Ain't that Runyon?
Was it Runyon?
Runyon's on the left side.
Yeah, Runyon's left side. That was
Luminor. It was a Luminor and whoever was on the
GVR.
Okay, they gave up on the play because if you go back and watch that play, they were double teaming that linebacker, okay, or that D lineman, and then as soon as Russell tried to, because that hole was there, Russ had nothing but 6 points. But the fact that they did not play to the whistle, I mean, that's what blew up the play in the first place.
Well, also, let's not forget that Chicago scored 2 touchdowns after that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
At best, we would have tied.
But no. I don't. But what does that do what does that do momentum wise? I don't want to look at it like that. I want to look like, all right, you just punched it in the end zone. What does that do for your team momentum wise? Because I know what it does for you if you kick the field goal. Oh, what is this? Yeah. He don't believe in me.
Defense when they stop.
Yeah, if you kick the field goal, you'd be like, oh, we still in it. All we need is 6.
But what happens when we needed 10 at that point? What happens if you miss that touchdown and you gave all the momentum to the defense and to the Bears? They had to score 1 touchdown and that's it, just to tie the thing.
So
there's both sides of the coin. I'm not saying either side is right here. I'm not even trying to give an opinion because there's validation on both sides in this whole thing. I'm just saying.
I want to hear what the Bears guy got to say.
6.5 minutes left in the game. Your defense
you know what?
Stop them scoring twice in 6.5 minutes. That goddamn pathetic.
That dude, welcome to the show, man. It's been.
Hey guys, how are you guys doing?
Happy. Hey, wait.
You know how we're doing. Don't ask that question.
Hey, get that smile off your face. First of all.
Oh, he earned that smile. He's a Bears fan.
Secondly, happy Veterans Day.
You as well, sir. You as well, and anybody else here?
Yeah, everything. Oh, yeah. Casey, yep. Corbin, I see you. Now, during that game, hold on. Let me get my close up because I'm tired of people seeing your beard. All right, hold up. That ain't right. So now during that game, right? Okay, and be honest, or yes, you're in a panel of none but Giant fans. Oh, and I see Art. There too. I got to bring him up. Were you at all worried?
So if you live off, you want my honest opinion?
honest, straight up.
We should have lost that game. There's no reason that we walked out of Chicago with a W.
And that's why Brian Daboll.
We should have lost that game.
Yes.
The moment. So when we got our first touchdown drive, I was like, okay, cool, we got momentum, and then we disappeared for 3.5 quarters of the game.
Y'all dropped a lot of balls too.
I get it.
A lot.
Oh, a lot.
Zacchaeus was pissing me off.
Right?
All game. Like, sir.
That ball hurt, though. That ball hurt. It was cold as hell.
Listen, I hear you. Overall, Jaxon Dart was on our ass. Our defense,
We were up 10
especially
points
our
with
secondary-
5 and some change left in the game.
I'm sorry that we had to assist the concussion because we landed on him and it just made it worse. But I'm not gonna lie. As soon as we saw Russell coming back in, I knew Daboll was pissed. He's like, shit. My bad. We got this guy in. But in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, Russ is here. They don't trust him. We have a chance. I just need Caleb Williams to lock in. And he locked in. This is my thing. You have a 10-point lead with less than 6 minutes left on the clock. As a veteran quarterback, how are you not managing this clock to where you're running as much time off the clock?
Right.
You have one job.
Coaching.
He's sold.
Man, it's really easy to watch Bears games now. You just watch the first 5 minutes and the last 5 minutes, and you're good. You can just skip the entire.
It's the middle part that pisses you off.
It's the middle of 50 minutes that's just complete trash. Just watch the first drive and the last drive, and you can leave the house. It's great.
You're 6-2. You should not be pissed off at everything. Seriously.
So,
All right, what's up, Art?
The fact that we're 6-3. Listen, I'm taking it since week one. I've just taken it week for week.
It's a miracle. It's a Festivus miracle.
We got one more win than we did last year. We're on the up.
Yeah.
We're good.
We're on the up. I'm happy. You know what I'm saying?
The schedule. We're about to hit the hard part of the schedule, and we're done now.
Listen, 1 week at a time.
You guys should be painting your nails.
The Bears 6-3 look like the 22 Minnesota team.
Listen, if Caleb Williams wants to go paint his nails, I will pay for each time he does it for the next 9 weeks. If he keeps playing the way that he's playing, I will gladly cash app that man.
No lie.
Week.
I literally tweeted at halftime of the game. I said, rumor has it Caleb Williams has painted his nails trying to pump up the team.
I mean, he's got
if he's going to keep playing like that,
whatever he
what
wants.
color you want?
Whatever he wants, dude.
I knew.
I don't care.
I knew coming into this game because the week prior, I knew this game Sunday against the Bears. It was going to be a 60-minute game. I'm going to tell you right now, when we were up by 10, I was not confident that we could close this game out.
Nope.
I was not confident that we were going to close it out. I was just as worried as though we were behind. Yeah. And to be a fan of a team that's still worried when you got the lead, that's telling. And
not for nothing. Your TikTok kind of like proved that point because you were sitting in your chair like this. Like they didn't even score the go ahead touchdown. You're just sitting there like, oh, here we go again.
No, you know what's funny? Hold on. You know what's funny about that TikTok? It was close. This is the funny thing. Before Caleb even ran the ball in, I don't know if y'all heard Mama Boss in the background. I'm thinking overtime, they're going to kick the field goal. She's like, field goal? They're about to score. And then when they scored, she gave me that I told you look.
I heard her say something.
Yeah, she's like, see what I tell you. And I'm like, don't look at me right now.
And this is the crazy thing. When the season started, one of the things that I wanted most to see out of Caleb this year was run the ball more. Don't chance it so much trying to play hero ball. I get it. He opens up the play to keep the play alive. Right. Get rid of the ball. Stop trying to make hero ball. But if you see 8 yards in front of you,
take that.
Go.
Yeah.
He's gonna die.
I'd rather be 2nd and 2 and 2nd and 3 than 2nd and 10.
He's gonna have 8-year career, but it's gonna be fun. He's gonna die.
That's one of my knocks with Jaxon Dart as well, is that there's a couple times where I see him trying to make the throw, and he's kind of, I feel like, overthinking, and I'd rather just for him to take off.
He's played 5 games.
Yeah.
He doesn't know yet.
Well, no, but
they played
again,
in college, high school, and all.
No much.
Yeah, I don't buy that crap about not knowing.
Yeah,
and respectfully, I just can't. I don't buy that because again, if you've been quarterback, you've probably been doing this since middle school.
The time.
It's not knowing.
If you dare, if you dare, are you equating middle school to the NFL? Are you serious? That's a real conversation.
I'm saying the mindset to know when to take off and not to take off and throw it away. You've had to be there for a minute. That mindset has to click.
It's not the same.
But listen. Hold on. Listen, the thing is this. This is not something new. This didn't just happen this game. Like I'm speaking about from the first time we've seen him on the field. If you can't pull up the film, let me just finish my point. If you can't pull up the film, and that can't be something that you notice when you see Jaxon Dart play, that's an issue for me. Even if you want to lean on that excuse of him being a rookie,
give it a year. Give it a year. Look how quickly they wanted to crucify Caleb. Look at him now. Give it a year.
I'm not crucifying him. I'm just going by.
You have to learn to be patient. You're not.
Oh no! Wait.
Yes.
All right. I'm gonna tell you, we have been patient.
No, you haven't.
I think for us,
you finally have a real quarterback that's going to work for you, and you have to be patient.
How you gonna say finally? How you gonna say finally?
When we've been struggling for a decade, my man.
How you gonna say finally when one is headed to the playoffs and maybe a first seed?
Oh. I said works for you.
Here's part of the problem. Let's be honest. We're spoiled. The Bear fans haven't seen a freaking Super Bowl since '86.
Forget the Super Bowl.
85.
We haven't seen a good team in almost 15 years.
We have a good team in 2018.
Hey, but hold on. Y'all had Rex Grossman. Okay, and he
don't ever disrespect me with that again.
When did this become a panel of whose team is worse?
Well, it's a Giant show that happens often.
It's a Giant and Bear show.
I'm just saying, there's no reason to be upset for you guys.
I shouldn't be upset when I have a quarterback to turn the ball over when we need him the most. I shouldn't be upset of that because he's a rookie.
You're starting over. You're starting over completely.
That doesn't answer my question.
I get his point.
Real hard on that.
TP is a hard critic.
This is the type of shit that I don't be understanding. See, we like to sissify a lot of stuff to me that is just clear obvious. Jaxon Dart, this is not his first time. This is not his first time where he turned the ball over in a late game stretch. If you want me to sit here and ignore it because it's Jaxon Dart, then I'll just be quiet.
I'm just confused on the beat. What's
let
the
him
beat?
learn.
I'm not speaking.
Okay, Art. Go ahead. Say what you got to say, right? And go ahead. Say what you got to say.
You guys got to let him learn. It takes at least a year.
That's the TP thing. That ain't a we thing.
Okay. Well, in general, fans have to be patient. They don't develop quarterbacks properly anymore. So for anyone to think they're going to have him dialed in 5 or 6 games, that's insane. Now he's going to have a new head coach. You're going to start over again. So you're just going to have to calm down and wait. Getting mad about it isn't going to help.
Okay, hold on, TP. Let me just jump on this, and I'll let you. I'll let you continue in a sec. I think for me, I hear what you're saying, Art. I hear what you're saying. We got to be patient. He has to learn the game. He's a rookie. He's going to make rookie mistakes. I hear you.
He's very good.
But at the same time, though, okay, now for me, I wish Dash was here. For me, being the quarterback that I was, right? If I make for example, what TP just said, if I throw the ball or if I turn the ball late over, I'm sorry, let me back up. If I turn the ball over late in the game, my goal for the next however many games is not to turn the ball over. Period,
I'm not disagreeing with that.
The game as well. You know,
I'm not disagreeing with
hold
that.
on, Art. Hold on, Art. I hear what you're saying. All I'm saying is he is getting that experience of being a better football player, but at the same time, every game rep he's getting, he needs to learn from it. And TP, I don't know if I'm echoing what you're saying, but go ahead.
I said it beautifully. And Smooth, you say, oh, it's a TP thing. Well, maybe a we thing should be more of a TP thing, because when am I wrong a lot?
But what I'm confused about what you're saying is, no, I don't think nobody's disagreeing that he can't turn the ball over, and nobody's making excuses for it.
Yeah.
So I think we talk about the same thing.
No, we're not. Because listen,
excuses for turnovers, but I am going to go through.
I'm not either.
We are going to go through situations where he's going to turn the ball over. That's
okay,
obvious. That's all.
Okay. All right. So you're equating patience with the fact that he's doing this shit every game. That's not patience. That's not patience. Can I finish my point?
Same guy who's put us in a position to win games since he started quarterback. So which way do you want it?
I'm kind of on the same page as Smooth, and I'll
just
tell
let
you
me
why.
finish my point, and then
hold on, Ant. Go ahead, TP. Finish your point, and then I'll go to Ant.
When Malik Neighbors played in the Washington game last year, he had a great game, and then at the end of the game, where we needed him the most, he dropped the fucking ball. I went on my post-game live stream and I said, that cannot happen. That's not killing him. That's not crucifying him. That is saying to myself, I'm going to keep, that's a mental note. In clutch situations, I need my guy who asks for the number one, who asks for the crowd to say league, who asks to be in this position as the number one wide receiver to complete the game. You then find out later on in that season that he did it a couple more times. He did it in that Dallas game. And it was whatever. Same thing with Jaxon Dart. I'm not taking away the fact that he is him. I'm not taking away the fact that without him, we wouldn't be in certain positions. I'm not taking away from that. But I'm not going to ignore the fact that game after game after game, in times that we need it the most, he turns over the fucking ball. How are we not understanding that? How has that become a patience thing? No, but listen, it is a thing where, listen, it's not a rookie thing. And this is the conversation that I had with y'all before. This is a conversation. I just want to land this plane and then y'all can go.
My fault.
It is not a rookie thing, because y'all equate rookie mistakes with just football. And I just don't understand when y'all do that.
No,
football.
I'm not.
No, we're not.
Sir, please just let me land this plane, sir. Please. When you go back after a game and you watch the film and your coach is able, whatever, and you're able to break down what happened, when it happened, and so on and so forth, you are able to say to yourself, okay, I should not force my way into this game. What I should do is take the sack here. I should throw the ball out. I should, whatever it is. That's one game. The second game, okay, I did this again. The third game, okay, I did this again. At some point, that's not rookie shit.
What games are we blaming for? Real quick, sorry, I want to make sure what airport we're in. What games are we blaming them for?
Okay.
Okay,
so I'm not blaming him for a loss. I'm just saying he is
clutch moments. So
right. Yes.
Besides this game, which one are we saying?
Off the head, right? Let's think about the Bronco game. The Bronco game,
the interception.
Okay. The Saints game, he turned over the ball.
The Saints game, you're trying to make something happen. Let's be honest with that one.
It doesn't.
Regardless, though. No,
exactly.
I hear it. Regardless, if okay, first off, okay, once you fumbled in the Saints game, okay, we can't have 5 turnovers. He said that. He said that himself. Now in the Broncos game, that's one game he should have learned. That's one game I believe that he should have took a leap from being a rookie quarterback, even though it's still his freshman year, right? Being a quarterback, but he should understand. Okay, I can't give up the ball in the fourth quarter. That cannot happen. And that
I'm confused. So when in a stretch of a game says he gave up the ball in the fourth quarter?
I'm just telling you. I'm literally naming the
So
games.
you blame Malik Neighbors for dropping the ball in his first divisional game, and you can't give him the grace that he's a rookie because you want him to catch the ball, but you think everybody else thinks it's okay. No, we don't.
You're not hearing me, bro.
We're not condoning turnovers. You're saying it don't matter that you're a rookie. I don't care if you're a rookie. If it doesn't matter what status you are in the NFL, you need to make plays when they're done. So when Andrews dropped that touchdown pass in the Buffalo game, he's a veteran guy. That happens no matter what year in the NFL you are. So I'm confused. You act like the guy's a turnover machine. He don't even got double-digit turnovers this year.
I think we're getting too in the weeds, in my opinion. I think ultimately the theme that we're trying to get into, and TP, I'm not going to speak for you. I'll let you know, but just
you're doing a great job at it. You're doing a great job at
it. If I'm on the same plane as you, then that's fine. But I don't want to speak for you per se. The bottom line is this. What he was bringing up, Malik Neighbors, right? Dropping the ball, getting hurt. What we're saying is, what I'm interpreting, and I agree with TP, is that no matter if you're a rookie or a veteran, you need to learn from those mistakes. I know injuries. You can't determine injuries, but the drop balls, especially when it's a big time game. Now, fast forward to Dart. Let's get on Dart. Okay, there was some plays that, after the Chargers game, we felt good about him. He felt good about himself being an undefeated team. Then we go into the Saints, which to me was a winnable game. Okay, but you're not going to win a game when you commit 5 turnovers. And I mean, Scatterby also had a game.
That was a 5. He had one of the 5 turnovers.
Right. But it was late in the game. It was late in the game. It was a fumble. He set the ball on the ground.
And Scatterby fumble going into the end zone.
All I'm saying,
he had more than one
about Dart. All I'm
He
saying
had a
about
fumble and
Dart.
2 interceptions.
All I'm saying about he did do some picks. All I'm saying about Dart is when you make errors, okay, it's like when you apologize. I'm sorry that I threw that interception late in the fourth quarter. Okay, if you're sorry, don't do it again.
But that doesn't mean he's not going to do it again.
That's my point.
But
he's going to do it again.
Saying you're sorry.
I see what TP and Sneaky are saying. So basically what they're saying is knowing what happened, and correct me if I'm wrong, guys, knowing what happened, it's not putting so much pressure on myself to, I got to get this right. It's all about, let's make some progressions. Let's clean it up.
Yes.
Let's clean it up and have it be done. We know stuff like that's going to happen. Listen, I'll give you 2 good examples of it. Tiki Barber, Brett Favre. Tiki Barber had a fumbling problem for a whole season, and he learned how to stop it. Brett Favre, one of the greatest quarterbacks in NFL history, was an interception machine because he always tried to put it on his own back. So the quarterbacks are going to do that. That's their thing. That's why quarterbacks get paid the most. That's why they get criticized the most, because they know that what it comes down to is they have to do more than their part to make sure this win comes out.
Well, and who's coaching?
You have a defense that's given up, what they do. It's a bunch of different things. So in this predicament that we're all going through right now in this conversation is nobody's really wrong here.
No.
Who's
coaching? Who's coaching him directly? Who's coaching Jaxon Dart? Who's coaching Jaxon directly? Who coaches him directly?
I forgot the quarterback coach.
That'd be Capital, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but they also.
Kearney.
Yeah.
Okay.
But,
well, are
all right, guys, I gotta get off here. Sneaky.
All right, man. Yeah.
All right, y'all have a good evening. Peace out.
Let me hear one time, man. I appreciate you.
Let's go Giants. Ow.
Have a good night, fam. Have a good night.
Hey, I just want to interject in this real quick, man. And it's going to be a point from both sides. Like, I hear what Art's saying, where you want to be patient, and I hear TP side where you don't want the turnovers because, yes, get it. He is a rookie. Rookies are going to make mistakes. And to TP's point, I think what he's saying is we don't want it to be a habitual thing. So, like you're saying, clean it up, right? But as fans, to Art's point, man, we gotta stop expecting rookies, especially, to be perfect. You know what I'm saying? For rookies, this is their first year in the league, so they're gonna learn at different rates. And yes, we want them to learn very fast. We want them to get it down packed and fit right in like a regular cog in the machine. But it's not going to happen like that. So
listen,
you have to give them that grace to develop into it. And to what you're saying, TP, you want to have it in them to where the turnovers are not habitual, because turnovers are going to happen in a game of football. You know what I'm saying? Even Tom Brady would throw interceptions. Yeah, that may not be every game, but he would still throw interceptions.
Just
And
because
some would call Tom Brady the greatest quarterback to play the game. So I get what you're saying, TP, where, again, like I said, you don't want it to be a habitual thing, so nip it in the bud now.
So
but at the same time, you have to give him a little bit of grace to grow.
You want to know where I call bullshit? I call bullshit because when y'all talk about Theo Johnson, y'all don't have no grace. Y'all don't have no grace. And he is a rookie.
No, he's not. No, he's not. He's not a rookie. He's a second-year player.
No, yeah. When he was a rookie.
We said the same shit. Stop dropping the ball.
No, y'all don't have the grace. And even if so, your same rhetoric, it doesn't line up. Even if it's boom, even when it comes to this year, but when he was a rookie, y'all didn't give him grace. And even it's his second year. If you're going by that same rhetoric, he's still young in the game. That's bullshit. And then on top of that, Loom, this is a difference. It's a difference between perfection and just clearly far from it. I'm not asking for perfection. I would understand if he just did this one time, maybe even two. I'm giving you the examples. This is a reocurring thing. What are we talking about? This got nothing to do with perfection.
Hold on, TP. Let's not act like coaching hasn't played a part of it. Let's not act like coaching didn't play a part of it, because let's put the Denver game as an example. You know what I'm saying? Any real coach would know you run the ball in that situation. You don't put the ball in the air. Even if you don't get the first down, you know what I'm saying? You're forcing them to basically drive the whole field. So if they don't call that pass play, if Dart runs the ball, there's no interception, we win that game.
But you take the sack then if it's not there.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep. Go ahead, man. My fault. I didn't mean to cut you off, Sully. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, man.
Drew, after Smooth, I got
this.
you.
How I just look at it, TP. I just think you a hard critic. You want motherfuckers to come in and do what they supposed to, and I don't disagree with you that. I think you want too much from rookies, but I'm not mad that you want that too much.
No.
Okay, all right, you're right. Too much. I guess too much is I don't want my quarterback.
But nobody mad that you.
No. I'm saying I guess that's too much. If that's too much, if that's too much, then shit. I see why we are fucking in the position we are in. If that's too much, just protect the ball.
Nobody.
Okay. Here, hold on. I'm gonna take my plane off the runway real quick and land it, and I'll try to make it a plane, I promise. Okay. So you all know I'm a stat guy. I love stats. Average rookie per game, 1.5 to 2 turnovers per game since 2000. Jaxon Dart this season right now. I was waiting until my phone closed on me here. 0.71 turnovers per game. And keep in mind, he had 3 in that Saints game. That was 60% of his turnovers the entire season right now.
It's still below average.
Here's what I got that for you as well here. I was preparing. So the average quarterback is 0.8 turnovers per game. He's actually below the average since 2000. Here's what I want to say why I think Jaxon Dart gets a pass. And I love, TP, that you brought up the Malik Neighbors thing. Let's go back to that game for a second here. Week 2 of last year, the only reason we're in the goddamn game is because of Malik Neighbors and what he was doing. 10 catches, 127 yards, and a touchdown. That was his coming out party that week. Now, when you're special, you get a little leeway. That's in everything in life. Point blank. Any job you have. Jaxon Dart may have had two. You're talking about the 2 turnovers, Denver and the Chicago game. Ill-timed turnovers, 100%. And yes, the conversation
and the Saints one.
The Saints was the second start, this worst game by far.
It's a part of it. Don't remove it, but it was still adds to my point. You can't remove it.
Hold on. Let me have my plane going. Come on.
Okay,
I'm zigzagging through the runway here.
Go ahead, my fault.
He's a rookie. So, yes, he does need a little leeway because of that. We can't expect him to play like a veteran, not have the bad game occasionally because of that. You should have the conversation about it. But here's the thing, and that's why I'm saying I love the Malik Neighbors game that you brought up specifically. Are we in any of these games without Jaxon Dart? That's not to say you give him a full-on pass for everything, but you got to recognize he's a rookie. He's learning the NFL speed. We're talking about the learning quarterback thing. Every single time you go up the next tier, the windows are smaller. The guys are fast. And he's still learning some of that. And the fact that he's below the average in the NFL in turnovers.
There we go.
Means something good is going on here. Now, can we go ahead and have the conversation? He's had 2 ill-timed turnovers? Yes. I'm not going to blast him too much for the New Orleans game because, again, besides the fact that it's a second career start, if you look at those interceptions, first off, one of them actually benefited us because the moron caught it and ended up like, the 5 or 10 yard line when we could have, gone ahead and punted it. He probably got a better field position. The second one, Collins really forgot to run the route, just stopped running the route.
Yeah, he just gave up on that.
Yep.
So, there's a little bit of leeway I'm going to give him because he's a special player. He's still learning NFL speed, but I don't have a problem having the conversation, but I'm just telling you right now, if you don't like it, fine, let's put Russell Wilson and we'll see how much you like it then.
Well, okay, look.
I just want to quick. Sneaky, go ahead, but let me respond to that whenever.
Yeah. Okay, real quick. For me, all I'm talking about regarding Dart is game situational.
Yes.
Or situational game or play, right? When he threw that pick, when he had that turnover at Denver, okay? And yes, when he threw that interception during the Saints, he should have, what I'm saying is he should have known when they're watching the film, either he's with Kafka or Daboll or whoever else, they should have had that little pointer thing and say, that right there, with this time left on the clock, in this situation, we can't.
You don't know they didn't. You don't know they didn't.
But I don't know that they
didn't. And y'all act like they ain't other good NFL players that make plays in games.
All I'm saying is that conversation should have been happening.
I'm sure it did.
But
you're assuming that it didn't happen.
But because I'm looking on the field. The turnovers at towards the end of the game, it's still happening.
Okay. So let me ask you this: if Josh Allen's on our team, who's a double-digit turnover machine year in and year out, what's the difference?
All right, you're missing the point. This is the point, and this is why it goes against the stats that Drew brought up. I think the key thing that y'all are missing is I'm not just talking about an interception throughout the game. I am saying when it matters the most. Yeah. When you're continuously doing it when it matters the most.
So that's outside the Denver game, I'm asking what's what matters the most.
Game. Your argument is
you're talking about one game.
Okay, listen to me, because y'all are lacking the listening, and that's why y'all keep saying things that I'm not even making the point of. It's not one game because it happened in the Saints game. It's not one game because it happened. Bro, you have to listen, bro. You keep doing this, and you're missing the point. It happened.
You are. He's a rookie. He doesn't know how to do this yet.
TP,
the speed is different.
You jump
bro. I promise you. I promise you, the way up, when you cut somebody off, you're not gonna have productive conversation. When y'all talk, I'll be quiet.
No, you don't.
Okay.
That is not
everybody.
true.
Okay. All right. Okay. You know what? Then that's fair. Then I'll be more aggressive in ensuring that everybody gets their time. Now, TP, go ahead. No interruptions. Art. Don't say, if you have to mute your mic, mute your mic. Don't say anything. TP, you got the floor. Go ahead. What you got?
Like I was saying, you can't continuously say that it's just been one game because it hasn't. I keep throwing out the games and then y'all keep saying it's been one game. It hasn't. The Saints game was a game. The Bronco game was a game. The Chicago game was a game. And to be honest with you, there was another one when he was in the red zone and he tried to give it up to Gunnar O. That was honestly an interception. That was an interception too.
Yeah.
Like, the point I'm trying to make, and this is where for me, I think the mindsets are just different. Like, we kind of laughed and joked about the whole, like, you know, him having experience in high school, college, and all that, whatever. But to me, there is a difference between a rookie mistake and then there's just a difference between you continuously just not being aware of situations and in moments. Because if we were to tell our kids not to do something, even if it was new, I'm teaching my son the importance of looking the ball in. Like, this is new to him. If you do everything right except for the thing that I'm trying to teach you to do, except for looking the ball in, I mean, it has nothing to do with being a rookie. Just follow simple, like, directions. And it's the same principle. Like, in the game, Jaxon Dart, take care of the ball, man. That's it.
Okay. Now, all right, what you got?
I think what needs to be understood, when he throws interceptions at the end of the game, why do you think that is? He's out of his mind nervous. We don't know what's going on with the blackboard. You can tell him 1,000 times, but until he gets the reps in over and over and over again, he's not going to get it right. And to equate the NFL to any other level of football is absolutely insane. He has one of 32 jobs in the world. The windows are smaller than they're ever going to be. And he is going to do this several times. And to say it's a repeated behavior, even though it may be, there's a reason for that. The learning curve in the NFL is steep. This is not a video game. It's not a button push. This shit is hard. I'm not even a Giants fan. I'm defending this kid because he will figure it out. You must give him time. Hopefully he'll have better coaches. That will change. I would know a lot about that now. I would know a lot about that now. You must be patient with this kid. If he fails, he fails. Don't take it personally. But he's the best chance you guys have had in a long time. Russell Wilson was ridiculous. Anybody who thought that was going to work is crazy. Why he wasn't immediately demoted to third string where they brought in Jaxon Dart, I have no idea. Why you didn't bring in Jameis Winston, I have no idea. Okay, is he out too?
No, he's a third quarterback, so Russell Wilson would have also had to go bring in Jameis.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
That's the new rule. Okay.
Yeah.
But you guys, I mean, this is what it is. This is their growing pain. I don't know why some of you, and I mean this politely, I don't know why you don't understand that you are in the middle of a complete rebuild. It is now a complete rebuild. And everything that you wanted to happen is not going to happen.
Smooth, you want to add anything to that?
Hey, I just had a question for TP because he brought up an example. You said you was teaching your son to look the ball in to catch it. So you go over that all the time with him. So 3 games during the season, in critical moments, he dropped that ball. Do you have that same attitude you talking about with Jaxon Dart?
No, if I'm going over with my son about looking the ball in, and I find out on the catch he did not look the ball in, my complaint is going to be you didn't look the ball in. Forget the result or whatever. My complaint is you didn't look the ball in. Did I answer your question? Do you understand what I'm saying?
So your complaint is not the process, is the thing you didn't look. Yeah, say that one more time for me.
So, like, the comparison is like for Jaxon Dart. Again, I'm not saying my conversation piece is not as much as the turnovers as to when the turnovers happen, because the turnovers happen when we need it the most. So a pick earlier in the game is not in the same conversation that I'm saying when we need you to take care of the ball the most. So when I'm speaking about his turnovers, I'm saying, Jaxon Dart, you should know and understand, okay, in this moment right now, the one thing that you do not need to do is turn the ball over. And that's what I was correlating it with my son. The one thing that you need to do when you're trying to catch the ball, whatever the result is look the ball in. So that's what I'm saying.
I got you.
And that's new. That's new to him. He's still
the
learning.
The issue I have with Dart on that play specifically, and it's funny, I know I'm sure Sneaky wants to move on from this in a minute, so I want to get it in real quick. My bigger issue is just freaking slide. You already had the first down.
Right.
Just slide.
Which one what play you talking about?
First down.
Sorry.
And you know what? I think, to be honest, that play is actually the play that cost Daboll his damn job. Because he obviously hasn't gotten through this kid to do that. And on top of that, the fact that he was obviously concussed, like you could tell he wasn't going for the ball afterwards. That's an obvious. Like, I think
no, he went for the ball. He got the ball.
No,
he hit the ground. He got concussed.
Yeah, when he hit the ground,
he got the ball back. He went down with the ball.
He did that. When he went down and hit down the ground, he was literally laying on the ground after that. Did not go for the ball after that.
Now,
there's veterans.
And do you want to add anything to that?
Nope.
KC, you got
There's
anything?
veterans.
But
regarding Dart and game situational awareness.
My whole point is not that Jaxon Dart's not going to make mistakes. We know he's going to make mistakes. That my thing is, honestly, TP, I've never heard you say something nice about Jaxon Dart. You're always on him.
Oh no!
Oh my God!
No! I've heard no. I've heard TP. I've heard TP say some good stuff about Dart.
Okay. And all I said is I've never heard him say anything nice about Jaxon Dart.
You haven't heard a lot.
I haven't either.
Let's do this. TP, you say one nice thing about Jaxon Dart, because again, I'm sure Sneaky wants to move on to potential head coaches for the Giants. You know, it's 1 minute and 10 1 hour 10 minutes in. I know he wants to do 2 hours. And we're going to spend 5 hours talking coaches.
Go ahead, TP. What you got?
And when we were in the draft process, I wanted
just one thing.
I am. When we were in the draft process, I wanted Shedeur Sanders, and I was adamant on getting Shedeur.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't think that Jaxon Dart was worth trading up for and that whole nine. I said repeatedly, I'll say again, I was completely wrong about it, and I think that Jaxon Dart is the franchise quarterback, and I think that Jaxon Dart completely shut me up, and I'm glad that he did.
Well, clearly not. He didn't shut you up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, now, okay.
About wanting Shedeur over him.
Okay, now saying all that, say something nice. That wasn't nice. That was factual. Say something nice.
If that's not nice, I don't have anything for you. Honestly, if that's not nice, I don't have anything for you.
He just said he's a potential franchise quarterback. That's nice.
I didn't say he was potential.
He said he believes that he is the franchise quarterback.
What is wrong with y'all listening today?
You said you believe he is.
Okay. Moving on. I want to throw this out there.
Everybody,
and I know that Art, you're more than welcome to stay. I think that dude dipped out, which is cool. He didn't say the outro. I'll get him back on that. Now, Ant, I know you're gonna like this because this has to do with Feliciano.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, I think Drew knows where I'm going with this.
I know exactly where you're going.
So he was on a podcast not too long ago, and
I'm sorry, who were we talking about?
John Feliciano, our center from back in 2022.
Yeah,
okay,
part of that magnificent run. Now, going into the following year, it turned out that he was offered just a little bit more than league minimum, and San Francisco gave him $3 million plus. Okay, so it was a no-brainer. Mm-hmm. And of course, he went on to play. They ended up playing in the Super Bowl. He had that awesome opportunity. When he was asked about the firing of Daboll, he said he does not believe that Daboll is the problem. And his justification is the fact that, Shane was the one that got rid of all the main hitters. He brought up Leonard, Cat Williams, of course, Love, brought up Love, X, and of course, Barkley. Now, my question for you guys is, now this is a former player talking about the coach, and even in my eyes, defending his coach. What are your thoughts in this whole, I guess, transactions that Schoen has made? If these transactions weren't made, I mean, had we would have kept Barkley, had we would have kept Xavier, and so forth, would we be? I mean, would Daboll have been fired now? That's my question, Drew.
Can I take this one real quick here?
Yeah, go ahead, Drew.
Really strong opinions when it comes to this man. First off, I'm going to do this. And if you're a Giants fan, you know damn well what I'm referencing right now. 2022 Game 2 against the Commanders. Cost us the game with his flexing. You know who John Feliciano's biggest fan is?
John Feliciano.
John Feliciano. That man point blank said he was coming to the Giants to play center for 1 year to get himself a big contract. He knew it was the last contract of his career. He has an axe to grind with Joe Schoen. And y'all know I don't like Joe Schoen. I don't front on that. But this is not a Joe Schoen issue. This is a John Feliciano issue, having to get back. And he's a big Daboll guy, too. Daboll was his coach, obviously, over in Buffalo as well, where he came from. This was him just sticking up for his guy, which I don't hate on that part. But he mixed in the axe to grind when it comes to, Joe Schoen and that issue there. Honestly, this is a much to do about nothing story. This is the guy who had an ulterior motive to go after a guy he didn't like.
Anybody? Go ahead, Casey.
Feliciano hasn't been in the building in 3 years. Like, how does he know? Like, he may be right, but again, you're not in a position, to me, to actually know unless you're talking to the teammates or something. If that's really the case, you can only go by what you experienced the 1 year you were there. So, I mean, it seems like I'm with Drew. Like, I don't think this is a real story, like, or anything that we really have to worry about. I think
care about.
Yeah.
So Josh says, I think it was a bad move to fire Daboll.
And we have a drug test for you, Josh, tomorrow.
And, the talk show said he should have been fired in Denver.
He was.
There's some story that was the end to be all. Smooth, do you got anything to say, or you want to make any remarks on the?
No, I think it's a non-story. I just felt like it was easy to take a hit because he got fired, so he fired his shot to open up his podcast because that's what he was doing, and left it at that. It meant nothing. You'll hear nothing about it from him going on forward.
I could sit here all day and make my issues about letting Leonard Williams leave and Julian Love leave, and we all know the situation with those guys leaving was a cap thing, especially the Leonard Williams thing.
Yeah.
But when it came to Barkley and McKinney, I think McKinney was done with the Giants. More specifically, I think it started because him and Wink didn't get along.
They didn't.
I think that's where that started to go on the out. So I kind of thought McKinney was going to leave regardless. The Barkley thing, I'm not going to comment on that anymore. My feeling on the whole thing is I don't give a shit anymore. None of them guys are Giants anymore. I want to talk about the Giants.
Yep.
Okay.
I agree with you on that.
TP, anything?
Yeah, I'm to be honest with you, I don't be listening to a lot of ex-Giant players. I don't be caring about none of that.
Wait, hold on. Wait. So you mean to tell me when Banks, right, was questioning? I'm not questioning, but making claims how people don't fear or players don't fear Dex. You didn't.
You can't compare. Can't compare Banks to that guy.
I'm gonna say it again. I don't listen to a lot of.
Okay.
Like that doesn't mean ever.
Okay. I didn't mean to put you on that.
We bring up the whole Dexter Lawrence thing. We bring up the whole Dexter Lawrence thing, and I'm watching highlights from the Chargers game. And one thing that came to mind is, and I'm noticing it more ever since that game, is the fact that I think it's not only being double teamed. That's a big part of why Dex isn't being Dex this year. But, and I know it was only his third game back or second game back from a major injury. But when he snatched that interception out of the sky, and he's rumbling and bumbling down the field, and he gets within the 4-yard line and trips over his own foot. Number one, I had Daniel Jones flashbacks, and number two, the thing that popped into my mind is he's not in shape. And if you look at him now, he's not in shape. I'm sorry. He does not look like he's in shape. He's winded. Again, I know he's taking double teams for the most part.
He always has.
Look.
Yeah. That's what I mean. He's still out of shape.
Casey, I got you. I just want to say, whether he's in shape or not, he still has a faster 40 time than me. That's all I got to say. Because I at least got a good 4 or 5 minute 40 time.
Okay, Rich Eisen.
45 minutes. I'm saying 45 minutes. You know, yeah, you do the math because you got to stop, take a nap, get something to eat, and then finish. Anyway, Casey, go ahead. What you got?
Well, he does not have a faster 40 time than me, but
wow.
Hey, hold on. I'm gonna put you on. Dex. If you ever see this, we got to set this up.
I'm ready.
Awesome.
Okay, Casey, what do you run a 40 if you can?
At this point, I'm about a 4.8.
4.8.
Yep.
4.8.
I used to run a 4.4.
How tall are you?
6'4".
You know what? The Giants are looking for a number 2. You interested?
TP.
Not running a 4.8.
TP. What do you run the 40?
I mean,
I have no idea, man. I can't even tell you the last time I've ran full speed, so I'm not sure.
Depends on how big the steak is.
You said what?
No, I'm saying Smooth. Did you run a 40 time anytime soon?
I think I'm high as 4.6. That's probably what I got when I was in high school.
I'm a slow. Anyway, Casey, go ahead.
Dang, you really were Phil Simms, Sneaky.
Yeah, I was.
What Dex is about right now, he's still getting double teamed. So as far as the fear factor is concerned, I'm pretty sure these defensive coordinators are still, or offensive coordinators are like, hey, we need to make sure that he doesn't blow up our schemes. But again, I think that the Carl Banks thing was just him trying to get Dex to play at another level because we know he's better than what he's been doing.
Yeah, that's true.
Like whether or not Banks was right or wrong, like we can discuss that, but I think that that's what his intention was. Like I don't think his intention was to actually try and like disrespect Dex.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't.
But Banks is also smart enough to realize that point blank, Dexter Lawrence is not being used correctly. He's not being used as a nose tackle.
Yeah.
He's not being put in the right position for what he does.
But he ain't gonna come on this podcast and talk about coaching. He's gonna keep talking about the players, even though I know he want to say something about the coaches.
Listen, as far as I'm concerned, this is a whole HR issue anyway. They both work for the Giants.
Yeah.
But the coaching again is still like we've all said this that Shane Bowen got to go.
I reserve the right for any of us to go ahead and judge anybody on defense with this coaching staff, except for Deontay Banks, until we get a real defensive coordinator.
I gotta get Jalen in here, but I do want to say this: it does suck that the only sack that Dex got last week
called back
on a bullshit holding call.
I think it's worse that I've seen more sack dances on TikTok than I actually seen the goddamn game this year.
We have an amazing pass rush, guys. Elite, amazing.
Go ahead, Jalen. What you got?
Not being used correctly. I don't know if we had moved off of like the Feliciano topic, but I just got one thing to say.
Bring it back. Go ahead. What you got?
Gladly. Shut your dumb ass up. Because first of all, what do you mean you think Daboll wasn't the problem? Have you not seen anything that's happened within the last 3 years?
He wasn't the solution.
Yeah, thank you, Dad. Like the fact that we've done nothing but trend downward with this man as head coach. Like, are you joking? Are you slow? That's really my question. Are you slow?
CTE.
But that's why I was saying. That's why I was saying I just don't listen to a lot of ex-Giant players. I don't listen to too much mainstream media because everybody who is in front of the mic do not sit there and watch the Giants. They don't. They get a summary or they follow the narrative and they go by the little bits and pieces of information that they have. They do not sit down and watch from start to finish the Giants games. They don't know
Not
what
like
they're
we do.
talking about. I don't care about and a lot of people live and die about the fact that they were a Giant. Respectfully, that doesn't do enough for me. Like I don't care about you that you was an ex-Giant. What are you doing now? Are you watching these games? And until you do that, respectfully, I don't care too much about your opinion.
You know, for me, I'll say this: I do hold their opinion to a certain extent. However, they got to go through the gauntlet of the season, and for me, it's all about the type of success that they've had on the team. When you're part of a championship team, I think that carries water. I think when Cruz was talking back in the day about how, the last year of his contract, the last year with the Giants,
he got
how that whole conspiracy thing about him not getting the ball, I heard that. And when I hear even although I haven't heard Jason Sehorn say
excuse me
about the bless you. About the Giants in a while. And I'll be honest too. I'm a Phil Simms guy.
No.
I listen to Phil Simms when he speaks. And I do believe when he speaks, it's like gospel. And that's just me, and no one's going to talk me away from that.
So if he's an ex-Giant player, he has rings, but he hasn't watched but one game this whole season. You think his opinion holds weight?
Nope.
Well, I mean, if they haven't watched the game all season, no.
Well, that's the point.
I guarantee you.
Carl Banks does.
Yeah, and I know Phil Simms does.
Phil Simms does too.
Yeah.
Well, no, but that's what I'm saying. Like,
minus the fact that you didn't like Eli.
Yeah,
but
you guys are actually agreeing. I think we're just in disagreement mode right now. Basically, is what it is. So, like, there's certain ones we trust.
Yeah,
and there's certain ones we don't. There's also guys who weren't here long enough to get the once a Giant, always a Giant, and
exactly.
you're in that category.
And let me throw this out there though. Now Eli watches the Giants games as well.
Absolutely.
I mean, if Eli were to say something, I mean, would we not? I mean, does he not hold water when he talks?
Yep.
Wait, the key words there are if Eli would say something. I really don't think he would.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, that's a good one, Ant.
Eli did come out and say some stuff about Daboll's firing.
But I also think Eli really not in that mode. He in entertainment mode. He's really not breaking down games and all that other shit.
Eli just doesn't want to burn bridges with the Giants, is what it is too, quite frankly. And I got mad respect for Eli for everything.
I want to know what TP thinking right now.
He's the last guy I'm thinking is going to give us an honest assessment of anything with the Giants whatsoever.
That's why I appreciate Carl Banks. He's a former Giant who's won Super Bowls, and he watches every game every week because he's a color commentator with Bob Papa.
But he also is the guy that will not point blank call like he sees it. He does everything. It doesn't get him in trouble with the Giants. If he called out, we said before, if he called out Shane Bowen nonstop, the Giants would have gotten on him. But calling out the player, the Giants are okay with.
Look,
well, I think that's just being politically correct more than anything else. Because I mean, that's like being at a job, and talking about somebody in the section. But I'll tell you this though, and I'll say this: if Leonard Marshall, and I know Leonard Marshall don't say nothing publicly, that I'm assuming, right? But if he were to say something, I know I would listen to what he would have to say, for sure.
That's the fandom porn. That's the fandom pouring out of you, though.
Right, but I mean, but
I don't think.
Just to be clear, pouring.
Is that what? Yeah. What did I say?
Yeah. I heard the pouring, but I think he just heard the porn part of the.
Tonight's not my night. Everything I say is just.
Hey, TP, I heard you correctly though.
Thank you.
I heard you.
We're talking about football. You're talking about porn.
Pouring.
Tasty, go ahead. To get us all
I don't know how the rest of y'all feel about this, but this whole going full screen back and forth between people,
I'm with you, bro. I'm with you. I ain't gonna lie.
I like it.
I'm not the biggest fan of it.
I'm just trying something out. I'm just trying something.
Yeah, stay focused on this handsome face.
I'm just like
I like seeing people's face. I like seeing people's face. I like seeing people's discuss when I say certain. I like all of that. Like you robbed me from part of my excitement when you just on me. Like I need to see it all. But
what are the people at home like? That's the key part. What are the people at home like?
So here's the fun question.
Sneaky, I want to bring up something.
Coaching candidates.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, hold on, Tony, what do you got? And then we'll talk about coaching candidates because we got like what about 30 more minutes. Go ahead, Sully. What do you got?
So, and Drew, you heard it with me. In the next month or so, Shane may be getting extended another year or two.
Yes.
So how do y'all feel about keeping him for 2 years? And if this new coach don't produce, both coaches are gone. Both coach and GM is gone.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I don't see nothing wrong with that. I agree.
Yeah, this is his shot. If he don't get this coaching right, whoever he hired now, will he be fired along with him?
So I'm not a fan of Shane whatsoever, but I said this the day, and I'll stick by this. Every single reason that you're excited about this team right now, we're talking about the fact that, hey, lone losses wasn't for that. We're 6-4, we're 5-5, whatever you want to say it as. Jaxon Dart, drafted by Shane. Scattaboo and Tracy, drafted by Shane. Neighbors, drafted by Shane. The pass run that everybody was so excited about, all brought here by Shane, even Dexter Lawrence, because he extended him. It goes to him to a certain degree. Now, listen, I don't like Shane. He's made plenty of mistakes. And he's on the list of problems I have with this team right now. But he's not as high up on the list as Daboll was. He's not as high up on the list as Shane Bowen is. He's not as high in the list as the nepotism in the front office at that point. There's issues that go beyond Shane, because Shane's a mixed bag. He's made some good decisions. He made some bad decisions.
I think for me, with Joe Schoen, I think I like what he does in the free agency market. Look, if we didn't, obviously injuries are a thing, but I think with my main complaint with Shane is depth, because the fact that we lose one cornerback, Banks is on the field. And Banks is a liability. Bottom line, he's a liability. Although I will say there was a couple BS calls on Banks, but then there was a couple calls that he did earn. But I think overall with Shane, it does worry me on how he handled our stars, because I understand. Hold on, let me get my close up in. I like this. Okay, I understand.
This dude is full of himself.
I understand his mantra, because he even said in his press conference, and I'm going to summarize a little bit. The reason why we got rid of Xavier is because we brought in Newman, or Newman, or even Phillips, or the reason why we don't do a fifth-year extension on someone is because we can have somebody else coming in and filling in that role. That's the one thing I don't agree with. And I hate to bring up the Barkley thing. I'm not going to say give him the bag, because there has to be a limit of what we can pay players. But I think there should have been an actual true conversation, a negotiation with Barkley. I'm not saying it did happen. I'm not saying it didn't happen. I just don't think, if an owner is going to say to a GM, I'm not going to sleep at night when we let him go, or with the Eagles or whatever, that should be telling. Now, I'm not trying to say a blank check, no. But at the same time, he has to understand the repercussions of that decision. And for that, I yield my time.
Did anybody actually watch the Barkley documentary, by the way?
I did.
My whole opinion on the whole Saquon thing. Joe Schoen knew point blank he wanted to go to Philadelphia. There was nothing he can do to stop him. Point blank.
I didn't have to watch the documentary for that.
Years.
He didn't want to be a Giant.
He didn't want to be a Giant. He wanted to be Eagle.
He didn't.
So I'm not blaming Joe Schoen at all anymore for that whole thing because I was like, well, he didn't even offer him a contract. What the hell,
Drew? When they dropped the trailer for that, and in that trailer, he states that he was working on this getting out of New York for the past 3 years. That was enough for me.
He asked to be traded.
The Eagles in the postseason in 2022. How great would it be to join that team?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah, watch the Murphy documentary.
I do have a question for the panel, and maybe it's just me. I don't know. Deontay Banks is like I think everybody sees that Deontay Banks is not a good corner, not in the NFL.
He's terrible.
Well,
why is it that he's still getting the playing time that he is? Like, I don't understand that piece of all of this, right?
I got a theory. Go ahead, Sneaky. I got a theory too.
Okay. Because he's under contract and nobody wants him.
No, the Colts wanted him.
And our defensive coordinator is a moron.
The Colts
But
called
Evan
him.
Neal is under contract too, and he's not playing. Sorry, Drew. Go ahead.
Hold on, Smooth. Go ahead.
I think it's an underlying fight between him and Daboll on who should be on the field and who shouldn't be on the field when it comes to draft picks. Because I feel like Daboll has his guys and Joe Schoen has his own guys. And I think that's the battle of not having Banks on the field compared to putting somebody else on the field. But that's just the tinfoil hat for me.
Drew?
No, I mean, Banks, first off, Banks not even utilized correctly. He's a press man corner you're putting into a system at that point and trying to force him to be a zone. That's an issue right there. I don't think he's that good to begin with, regardless as far as that. But, I mean, he's just – the Giants have done him wrong the entire way. And as much as I don't want him on the team anymore, and I think he's damaged goods, we damaged him. We forced him to be a CB1 last year with that gauntlet of goddamn receivers we were facing last year in the schedule. When we saw him his rookie year go against CeeDee Lamb and Scary Terry back-to-back weeks get burnt badly. We did not set that. We've ruined this kid. Like, when you want to look at issues of how we ruin a player and how the Giants organization needs to change a lot of what they do, I'm telling you right now, Deontay Banks is prime example, Exhibit A. By the way, Evan Neal, as much as we dislike him, example 2.
So let me ask you another example.
Drew,
I'm gonna have to go that way. I think that's coaching, but
Drew. Let me ask you this question then, okay? And it's open to the panel as well. Hold on one sec. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding, guys. I'm kidding. With Deontay Banks, okay, would it be fair to say the moment that Wink walked out that door, that Banks should have followed him?
Yep.
Yes.
No.
Absolutely. 100%.
I disagree.
Okay, Drew.
What did what did Daboll say point blank when he came here about? He's talking about Daniel Jones, but it's something you're supposed to do for all of them. I'm going to talk to the players. I'm going to adjust what I do based on what the player does. Well, you literally drafted a guy who's a press man corner. Now, he plays zone as well. He does play both, but his specialty is a press man cover corner, and you're forcing him into a zone defense nonstop, and then you wonder why he sucks. You wonder why he's causing issues in the sidelines at that point there. You wonder why all this crap's going on. Because we did wrong by this kid every single step of the way. Now, part of the issue, again, is he's an immature motherfucker. I'm going to say it point blank that way myself.
That's part of it, though.
Not to put it all on him whatsoever. But the Giants have done him dirty every single possible step of the way.
But I go back to my I'm sorry, TP. I just got to hear an answer. I go back to my question. Once Wink walked out that door, should have Banks followed him?
No, they should have adjusted the scheme to fit what he does well. That's what you're supposed to do.
He took the words right out of my mouth.
Exactly.
I was going to say the TP thing, coaching.
That's what good coaches do.
Daboll's preached that when he first got hired. Said, I need to sit down with Daniel Jones. I want to find out what plays he really likes, what he thinks he does well, and adjust what I do because I can't expect him to do everything that Josh Allen did. They're different people. And then what do? They brought in a defensive coordinator and said, this is my scheme. That's it. You don't fit it. Tough.
But that's a Daboll thing, too.
Let's see.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
And see, that's the problem with this coaching staff right now is that they're good at talking the talk, but they ain't walking the walk. They can have that conversation, but if they're not actually going through and progressing the player or installing things as we see they haven't,
Hence, why we keep losing games in the fourth quarter, or Banks is constantly getting burnt. We're not putting them in a position to succeed, and that's on coaching.
We did walk the walk in 22. The problem is it's easy when things are going well to walk the walk. The second things start unraveling, do you unravel with it? And that's the problem. And that's why Daboll, like, not trying to kick the man while he's down. This is why he's not a head coach because he can't take that kind of issue. Like, things started falling apart for the Giants. Daboll fell apart right with it.
And not for nothing, Daboll crumbled. Go ahead, TP. Go ahead, TP. No, go ahead.
But that goes back to coaching.
Go ahead, Smooth. Wait, who's going? TP or Smooth?
No, go. TP been waiting. Go
All
ahead.
right, go ahead, TP. Go ahead.
No, I think that Drew was cooking with that because I actually got a video that I'm actually speaking to that. I think my big issue is the lack of development with these players. And people keep talking about the lack of talent when it comes to the New York Giants. And I don't all the way see it that way. Because I'm looking at our draft picks and I'm looking at what they once were, and I'm also thinking about what they could have, should have been. My issue is that, for example, you say Deontay Banks. Well, his rookie year was a solid rookie year. Where is the development when it comes to Deontay Banks? Evan Neal. Why was he out of his natural position at guard? We all knew he should have not been at tackle. Why wasn't his development not going up? Jalen Hyatt, again, solid rookie year. All of us thought it was a steal when it happened. Again, why is his development not going? So it's not, to me, like this talent issue. It's the lack of development and lack of putting these players in the best position to succeed. So that's why.
One thing real quickly on the Evan Neal thing, sorry. Here's the fun one for you. Why is it Josh Mizunu's a guard, we try to make him a tackle? And the same thing with Evan Neal. There's multiple people we made the same mistake with.
That's true.
The exact mistake.
And that was part of Daboll's issue, was the fact that he wanted guys that he can put in anywhere and it worked. The problem is it doesn't work like that. These kids are going through high school and college and playing these specific positions, and that's why they're good at those positions. So you bring them in, and you just automatically want to put them at guard. Then you want to put them.
Neal was a tackle in college.
No, I understand that, but I'm saying you're pulling a guy out of college based on what he's played for, what he's done in that position. I understand that.
But I'm saying Mizuno was a guard in college.
No, I know that. I'm just
Why
saying.
you put him to the outside? Like
That's kind of what I'm saying. You're putting them in a different position. Why not keep them where they belong?
And then you putting them in different positions. And I'll piggyback all what TP saying that you're not coaching them up. So it can't have it both ways. You can't move a guy, make him uncomfortable, and then not coach him into the position you're trying to do. Either you draft for the system that you got, or you draft to develop to make the system that you want. It can't be both ways. And I think that's what the Joe Schoen Daboll things goes both ways, because you could say, oh, Joe Schoen picked a whole bunch of – there's a good amount of guys that he picked bad, but you also look at it as we didn't develop none of the guys that we picked. So the first that's going to go is the coach. But, yeah, it's under development.
Yeah. I think for me, my one of my questions is, one, I don't know why Luminar can't look to his right. I mean, that's just
twice
mind-boggling to me.
He's a right tackle.
Two, why he can't see the outside guy coming in. And two, I guess anybody here play defense? Okay, so now it's more of maybe a defensive coordinator type question. But if I'm Wink and I have a press coverage, right? But then I come in, but then Shane comes in and he's more of a zone prevent type guy. Can he manipulate the scheme to benefit what brings out Banks's ability, if you will?
Yeah, great coaching.
A good coach would.
Good coach will. That's easy.
Not even great good.
Okay.
Look at Sam Darnold. He went to good coaching and he became a bust for number one pick. Went to a system that got good coaching and is on his second contract with a team that's about to make the playoffs. It can happen. You do see good coaches and you do see players. It just got to happen. It doesn't happen with us, it seems like.
I never liked a scheme, right? A specific scheme, because you got to be able to coach the players that you have. You're going to get talent that maybe don't fit your scheme that well. What are you going to do with them? You got to be able to, to me, as a good coach, you can take that talent and still use it. You can't expect to just keep getting all these people that fit your scheme immediately. Like that to me, that doesn't make sense.
Well, here's part of the equation too: is did the Giants not sit down with Shane Bowen and say point blank before they hired him, "Hey, we just spent a first-round pick last year, guys, and traded up even just obviously just the one spot, but we traded up to get him." He needs what are your plans?
I think they did what we seen on Hard Knocks. They looked at the stat sheet and they hold it up when you say, "Look, he did first and run in all these categories. Let's hire him."
I'm going to tell you,
that's exactly what they did in Hard Knocks.
Nobody wanted the job. Nobody wanted the job. Nobody wanted to work with Brian Daboll because of what happened with Wink. Because of the fact that Kafka also wanted out. That was the problem.
I said this before with the whole Shane Bowen thing is, and I think a lot of people look at it wrong or just aren't seeing the fact. Like their big thing about bringing him here was in the red zone. He's a phenomenal coach. He gets these guys to make, they're where they're only kicking field goals. Well, I got one a little more important today. How about we keep teams out of the red zone? How about we keep teams from scoring? How about we put out a defensive front out there that gets you 3 and outs as opposed to 3 points for the other team? Like, where was the mindset in that? And that's where I blame Daboll and Joe Schoen, because Joe Shane's the one bringing these guys here. Daboll's the one agreeing to take them in. It makes no sense.
Well, guys, we are at that time of the show. Sully, give me your final thoughts, man.
Hey, man, I just hope the next coach we bring in here can actually put in structure and develop and bring in the staff to help develop the talent we have here and the talent that we're going to bring in during the draft. It sucks that at this point we're already talking about new coaches and who we could potentially get in the draft to make our team better for next year. Hopefully next year we won't be having this type of conversation. But we have to do something different. Yeah, it goes back to coaching, preparation, and development. We have to get back to that so we can get back to Giants football. Yeah, I mean, but hey, let's go Giants out.
Appreciate you, fam. Have a good night. TP, you got something to say real quick before?
Oh, I was just about to just make a request. I know that everybody wanted to kind of say who they was keeping their mind on as far as the new head coach. So, in closing, we maybe mention that.
You know what? I think that's something we could talk about Thursday. Well, either Thursday, even next Tuesday.
Gotcha.
Because I want to say one thing, and this time I do want my close up. And we were talking about it earlier, right? Joe Schoen has now 6 months, give or take, to look at the film, look at the stats, whatever he needs to do to get the right man in this office and in that chair to either be our signal caller, whatever. But he got 6 months to make this happen. Either he stays in house with Kifka or he goes outside and finds somebody that's either an unknown or who has experience. All I'm saying is he got 6 months to make it happen.
TikTok, buddy.
Jalen, give me your final thoughts. You got 30 seconds. What you got?
What happened to TP?
Oh no, I'll go back to TP, but I'm just going down in order.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Well, one, deuces Daboll, but I mean, I know we all are focusing on a lot of the negative when it comes to Daboll, but there is one thing that I can thank him for. If it wasn't for him, we wouldn't have Jaxon Dart, because you know who Joe Schoen was heavy on, like pre-draft and everything, Shedeur Sanders. But as far as him being fired, I'm like, this is a long time coming, and why are you looking like that? You look a little confused.
Who?
Oh,
I'm talking about my dad.
Oh, probably thinking the same thing I'm thinking. If Shane really wanted Shedeur Sanders, he would have taken him in any of the possible spots he could have.
Yeah.
I mean,
Shane's an
well,
egomaniac. Point blank. He'll take who he wants.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay, but like I was saying, with him gone, I think. Well, I mean, hopefully we'll see a little more discipline from the players because he definitely did not have us prepared. Which that reminds me, we were talking about something. Like someone mentioned Sam Darnold. I wanted to bring up Daniel Jones because someone interviewed him and asked him like what the difference was like between his time with the Giants and then his time with Minnesota and now with Indy. And when it comes to Kevin O'Connell and Shane Steichen, like those two had their players like way better prepared than Brian Daboll ever did. In the words of Daniel Jones, that's what he said.
Gotcha. All right. Yep. Let me hear. Shit, I can't even talk right now. Let me hear one time.
All right. See you, fellas. Let's go Giants. Ow!
Appreciate you, fam. Smooth, what you got, man?
I think he might be frozen.
Wow.
No, the fans still going.
You're right.
Please.
He's frozen.
No.
The fans not.
He's buffering.
Oh, he's buffering right now? Okay.
Might be.
You're saying way too much right now, Smooth. Way too much.
We can't hear you.
I can't hear you.
Oh, okay.
We can hear you.
Yeah, your final thoughts. What's your final thoughts?
I don't know. I can't hear you. I can't hear you, G.
Okay.
Hold on, Sneaky.
Wait.
Hold on.
Can
put in the private chat for him.
Can everybody hear me though?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay. You writing a note, Ant?
Trying to.
Okay.
Pen sucks.
Hold on.
Did I get my chalkboard going?
Hold on, Smooth.
Last words.
Close enough.
I got him. Final word. Nothing, man. I don't think we hired a defensive-minded coach since Bill Parcells. I would like to go down that route. I think we could take a break from all the genius offensive gurus for a little while. I think we could find a decent offensive coordinator without having to get an offensive guru to be our head coach. And the only reason I said that is because I just feel like the whole building needs a change of mentality, a more desperation, a more locked in mentality, and I think a defensive coach can give that to us, but that's just me. I didn't think we'd be at this point. I didn't think TP was going to be right. I didn't think he was going to fire Daboll, but we at this point, so it is what it is. Hopefully we can find a better coach and go in the next season with some W's, but I appreciate you guys. I love the argument. I'm out. Let's go Giants.
Appreciate you, fam. Can you hear me now? Still can't hear me. All right. I'll take
crazy.
it.
I was like, damn it, where's my pen?
AC, what you got, man?
Well, I think that better times will be had for the rest of the season.
God,
I don't know. I'm trying to be hopeful, you know, but I think that we have a team that somebody's going to want to coach. Somebody, there's a few people out there that are looking at the Giants situation and saying, man, that's a good spot to be. We've got pieces. We got a lot of pieces, but we need good coaching. And hopefully Joe Schoen can get us a good coach in here. And to be honest, I want Shane Bowen gone. So he's going to need to get a couple coaches in here. But at the end of the day, I looked at the scores, I looked at the stats, and no part of our team ever performed with the other part. The offense never played with the defense. The defense never played with the offense. And the fact that we are number one in penalties, or not number one, but top 5 in penalties, top 5 in delay of game penalties, top 5 in pass interference calls. Like, that's discipline, which goes back to coaching, and we needed a change.
All right, man. Let me hear one time.
Let's go Giants. Oh,
appreciate you, man. Drew, you're next, man. What you got?
So, yeah, if we're ignoring for a minute the head coaching replacement thing, I'll save that for next time there for you. My big thing right now is I'm a little worried, to be honest, about Kafka. So my concern is that Kafka's going to look competent, and Joe Schoen and John Mayer are going to want to hire this cheap first-time head coach. And there's a lot of people that point blank think he's going to be a decent coach in this league. Let's not forget that he was the runner-up for the Saints job. He was the runner-up for the Seattle job. He was the runner-up for the Indy job. He was the runner-up for the Cardinals job. Like, this guy has been a bridesmaid so many damn times, it's ridiculous. Someone's going to give him a shot. Now, do I think he's worth it? I don't know. Because my issue is I feel like Daboll was a meddler, and I don't know if I've ever really seen Kafka control an offense. I really think that. So we're going to find out what he is. But, hopefully, I hate to say it this way, but I hope he doesn't succeed too much, because I don't think he's ready to be a head coach. And I'm going to cheat what I said a minute ago. I'm still hoping Flores or McCarthy.
Drew, I can't believe you just ended the show like that.
I can't. Yeah, McCarthy.
Like, now I got so many questions.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll do a 10-second thing.
No. We'll table that. We'll table that.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll table that.
Let's go.
That's gonna open up a whole. That's
yeah, right. I got so many questions.
That Pandora box just got ripped open.
By the way, before I do go, because I know I got all 4 of you guys here in the chat there. I know Sneaky already gave it to you, but Ant and TP, I put a little link there in the private chat for us. Check it out.
Oh, that chat. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, check it out, guys.
I've been unemployed for the last 2 weeks, so now all of a sudden I'm like nonstop teaching myself how to create custom GPTs. My brain doesn't shut off, if you haven't realized by how psychotic I am.
But Drew, let me hear it one time, man.
Let's go Giants. Ow!
See you, brother.
TP, what you got?
Another one, man. Another good one in the books.
Yeah, this was a banger.
Yeah, this was one of those ones, man. The thing is,
man,
I'm gonna just let people know, man, a little secret to the sauce, just a little bit. You gotta let conversations like this happen naturally. That is the only way they're able to go well. You can't force it. You gotta let it happen naturally. And this was just one of those ones, man. And I absolutely love it. I love having these passionate, conversations about the team that we all love.
Yeah.
Can't help but to love.
Obsess.
Obsess. So on that note, man, it's been good, chopping it up with y'all, my Giant family, and can't wait for the next one. I'm glad I was able to finally, man, clear out my schedule to be on the whole stream from the beginning to the end. So
good to have you here, brother.
Yes, sir. Let's go Giants. Ow!
Appreciate you, fam.
Peace.
And what you got, man?
All right. Due to the fact that I may not be here Thursday, I'm going to try my ass off to get here. Got some things brewing at home.
No worries.
I talked to you a little bit about this in the pre-show. My theory on the head coach thing. Like, who do I want? Mike Tomlin.
Well, we'll talk about that. We'll talk about the next show. Because I had to stop Drew because he brought that up too. But
I was just going to bring it up because I might not be here if you have a show Thursday. Is what I'm saying.
We can wait. I'll wait till Tuesday for you to come back on.
All right.
We have that conversation.
Other than that, I get Daboll being fired. I have no clue at all why Bowen didn't join him. But there's still plenty of time left in the year for that to happen. I wish Mike Kafka luck. And, hopefully he can turn us around a little bit, at least make the rest of the season a little more exciting. Got to teach Jaxon Dart to slide a little more. He was doing good and then decided not to. But I still think the team is trending in a positive way, especially now that we're getting rid of some of the things that have been a problem. But this team that we have in place now still kind of gives me hope. So, not like me to end on a positive note, but that's to me that's positive. I think we're going in the right direction. It's just taking us a little longer to get there than most. With that being said, Sneaky, I appreciate you. I love you, TP, all the fellas, all the ladies that watch. God bless you all. Thanks for tuning in to Sneaky Show. Let's go Giants. Ow.
Appreciate you, fam. Yeah, another banger, guys. Man, you know what? Only way we gonna get ahead in life is if we have a conversation. And I love the passion that we show. I said earlier it's an obsession, but it's also, for me, being a New York Football Giant fan, it's a way of life, bottom line. And I have no problem saying that. I'm a 40-something-year-old man living vicariously through a NFL football team. Yes, that is my vice. It's either that or crack. And I figured crack is too cheap. I'd rather be on this because this is way expensive. Anyway, I want to thank everybody for coming on. Even the Bears fans that came on and jumped off. What I'll say in the outro, don't worry. I know who you are. I got you. Let's keep this dialogue going. You know, Coach, it's been real. It was a pleasure meeting you. Pleasure having the small conversations that we did. I still will never forget what you did for me when you came to Dallas. I thank you for that, even though it was something small, but it meant a lot. It meant a lot. And we'll get into that. You know, I'll tell you guys the story time later on that aspect of it. But until then, we had to turn the page. A new era will start. And I meant it when I said, Shane, you got 6 months, brother. You got 6 months. Please don't fuck this up. Keep your hands to yourself. Make someone smile. And all my brothers and sisters that served and that are serving, I hope you enjoyed your day. I hope you got fat and happy. I sure the hell did. Let's go Giants. Ow!
Is this thing on?
It's your boy Stefan, a.k.a. Sneaky.
Yeah. Lyrical assassin.
Let's go Giants.